Got us here, Peterbilt. Not sure what model it is. 359 maybe a 389. Stretch frame. It's lowered. Small tire, custom bumper, painted frame, stretched frame at that. Extra wheelbase. Beautiful. That guy's got his hookups right here. It's a beautiful piece of equipment. If it was my equipment, oh, you can see his horns right here. If it was my equipment, I'd have a larger sleeper. I'd probably take up most of this space right here for real estate. Beautiful. Beautiful truck. Absolutely beautiful. Whoo, boy, that engine brake. Nice truck. So, hey guys, what is up? Beautiful morning out here. And we need to put some oil in the engine because this thing needs a rear main seal. And it's got a bad oil leak. So I'm constantly, every 1,000 miles, I'd say, I'm probably gonna put at least 2 gallons in this damn thing. So this is where the oil goes. This is the dirty engine. You can see I've made a mess just adding oil without like a funnel or anything. And then you can see down here maybe the puddle of oil that it just leaves. I mean, that ain't even bad. That's actually not bad, but I've seen worse. I think it didn't leak so bad because I didn't idle very much. I didn't idle at all, except for the last few hours when it got really cold. So, grab our funnel. And you know what, because it consumes, or not consumes, but because the, damn, I got oil on me. Because the rear main seal is blown out, when this thing's running, it's constantly just, you know, pissing out oil going down the highway. And because of that, we basically just get the cheapest oil you can possibly buy, because it doesn't make sense to buy expensive stuff if it ain't even gonna stay in there, you know. So it's almost like we're keeping fresh oil in this thing. We're mixing fresh oil with old oil until it's time for an oil change, and then we'll, you know, do what we're supposed to do. So I can do this without getting dirty. I'm getting my camera dirty. This would be a good spot, huh? This is SuperTech 1540, 2 gallons, and I'm gonna put it all in here. In case you don't know, 2 gallons is about 8 quarts, because there's 4 quarts in a gallon. Got 2 gallons here. So I'm adding 8 quarts to this thing, and we'll check the level. 2 gallons, 8 quarts. Yeah, last night there was an accident on the highway, happened right in front of me. So because of that, I stopped and checked on everybody. Pickup truck was hauling ass and he sideswiped a girl in her car. So I stopped and checked on her. She was okay. I helped her out of the car. Then I went and checked on the man. He was fine. And then I just kind of stayed and gave my little report to the police officers about, you know, what I had seen happen, and just went on my merry way. So, all right, we'll come back and check this. Okay, so we've added our 2 gallons of oil to this engine. Now I'm gonna literally go ahead and fill you in. Yesterday when I checked the oil, there was barely, it was well below the safe mark, barely touching the bottom of the stick. So there was very nothing. And then I drove all day yesterday because I couldn't find anywhere to get oil. So I did what I had to do. These things are pretty strong. As long as they got some kind of oil in there, they tend to do really well, actually. Diesel. So it's been about 2 minutes since I added the 2 gallons. Let's go ahead and check. And look at that. It's right there in the safe mark. We'll wipe it check it one more time. Okay, so 2 gallons and we are in the safe mark. This right here is the max mark. This is the minimum mark. So we're good. We're in the safe zone. Gonna be doing a lot of driving though for the next week and all day today. This is still the beginning of the day, so I'm gonna go ahead and add another. I'm gonna go ahead and call it half a gallon or 2 quarts, just to be on the safer than sorry side. We're good right now, but I'd much rather just start my day with a full oil pan. And that should do it. And while we're waiting for that to settle, go ahead and take a look at the other side because, yeah, well, what did I do with the caps on my, oh, here it goes. The other side of my engine, it was brought to my attention that one of my clamps on my boost hoses is loose or broken, and surprised that it's still holding boost. One of these is broken. Let me see if I can find it. That one's good, that one's good. That one's good, that one's good. Oh, it was this one. Oh, wow. So here's our turbo, here's our boost pipe, and there's supposed to be a clamp right here. There's no clamp right there. I suppose the only reason why it hasn't blown off is because there's a gasket in there, and the gasket seasoned there pretty well, holding it together. But if that comes off, I'm not gonna have any power. I'd be literally driving a big diesel engine with no power, no turbo, no boost, and it would be an absolute dog. And that would, I would actually have to go and find a clamp at a dealership or something and put that on, because you can't go very far like that. I mean, you can, but your engine's gonna get hot. You're gonna overheat the engine probably. You're not gonna go very fast. You might do 40. I got a whole load on me. That happened to me once before, and I was able to what is that word I'm looking for? When you baby your engine, handicap it. I basically handicapped it to a TA travel center that happened to actually have all types of different clamps, because they're all universal clamps. It's really not a big deal. So, you know, it's a $15 part, $10 part. I put it on and was on my way. So let's go ahead and check the oil one more time before we call it done. Oh, let me wipe that. It's definitely full though. Yeah, they need to fix this rear main seal. I'll tell you what. Okay, we're good. We're a little above the halfway mark on the safe zone, so that's done.